Hello, this is Tim Law with Planet Forward Coaching, always encouraging your self-reliance. If you'll set a goal for yourself, chase that goal with a great work ethic, become a team player, improve people and communication skills, go the extra mile. You'll be amazed as far as what you can accomplish as far as your life is concerned. These are key success principles. And anyway, welcome to the interview this evening. I'm really looking forward to seeing this young man. Mr. Cole Perry, who is a phenomenal track and cross-country runner. So welcome, Cole. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your story.
Thank you. Yeah. So as Mr. Law said, I compete in track and field and cross country for Northeastern High School. And I've been doing that. I've been running cross country since seventh grade. I started in middle school in seventh grade, and then recently just transitioned into running track as of last year due to playing other sports such as baseball in the spring. So yeah, but last year I made the full switch and just went with the whole running thing, and it's been paying off.
It certainly has. And now you've gone. How many years now have you qualified for the state tournament in cross country, Cole?
3 years.
3 years. Wow, impressive. And what kind of finishes? Because I know when I talked to your coaches there, what a challenge the AAA is as far as the states are concerned. So what can you share with us as far as how well you placed it as far as the state's concerned? I also want to spend a little time talking about the two very, very dedicated coaches that you run under. So yeah, tell us about the this state tournament first there.
Yeah. So the state championship is always super deep and really competitive for AAA, and it's a really fun race to be a part of. But my first year I made it as a sophomore, and really the whole point of that race was just to get experience under my belt and see how I would stack up with some of the kids in the state. And I believe I took 60th my sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
But then the 2020 season came around, and I was excited. The fields got shrunk down due to COVID, but luckily I was able to run. I took 15th my junior year, which was a big jump. I really wasn't expecting to place. I'll be honest with you, but I was super excited, and after that I really just bought into the whole cross country thing. And then this past year, it was the race was even more competitive. I still took 15th, but I think I ended up running like 15 to 20 seconds faster. So
Sure.
I mean, it over the years, the competition in PA has just gotten immensely better, and it's crazy to see how far the sport's come.
Yeah, and that's certainly where Coach Cauller, he and I've had a couple different discussions there, regarding how challenging the AAA is for yourself and then also the phenomenal ladies that you have on your team as well. What can you say as far as your two coaches are concerned, Cole?
They've been with me every step of the way. I mean, I remember my freshman year, I came in, and every season we have like a goal thing that we have to fill out. And my goal that year was to break 17 as a freshman. And I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it, but they've helped me, and both of them have just pushed me and always been there by my side to help get better. And it's really been really helpful, especially having that guide, because I wouldn't have known what to do and how to really better myself in the sport.
Sure. And when you say 17, you're referring to 17 minutes in a 5K, so 5K or 3.1 miles. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah. So that season I ended up hitting that goal, and I was super excited, and but yeah, they really helped with the training and just getting everybody excited for the season, because we start pretty much right when outdoor track ends. We move right into cross country season. Usually take like about a week or 2 week break, and it's cross country season, and that's the best part of the season, like the best part of the year for me, really. I love running cross country, and it's just really become such a passion.
Sure. And what are some of your plans as far as going forward, for next year?
Yeah, so I actually just recently committed, verbally committed, super stoked. It's a really great program. All the guys are amazing, and they they're in a really loaded conference, and they always come out on top. So it's really a great place to go and grow as an athlete.
Sure, sure. Well, I think we're having a little trouble with the Wi-Fi. No surprise there. Sometimes it's on my end, sometimes it's on the other end, but neither here nor there. The voice is coming through good, so I think we're doing pretty well here. So you talked a lot as far as you mentioned a couple things as far as your coaches are concerned, and you tend to run with them a fair amount because I've seen you go by with Coach Pete quite a bit. What can you say about him?
Yeah, definitely having Coach Pete there to just run with me. Like, for example, we'll have hard workouts, and he'll always be like hopping in on a rep or two to help me just get through it, and it's really helpful. He's been with me every step of the way. Kind like all the long runs that we've had to do, he's always tagged along and just really helped push me through. And sometimes I even get to run with his brother over the winter if he
Mhm.
can't keep up with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's been really helpful to have him, especially right there to help push me. But yeah.
Yeah. And as far as track coming up, I know you're doing the indoor season now. And what do you anticipate as far as going forward with the indoor season?
I'm looking for a really big indoor season. We Coach Pete and I have talked about some goals, and it's to me, I just want to like make it as end the indoor season as well as possible, and then move on to outdoor. And I believe that we can really accomplish a lot this indoor season, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah. And then in the spring, you're doing what, the 16 and the 3200, 1600, 3200?
Yeah, so I'll even drop down into the 800 meter, and that's one of my goals. I ran sub 2 minutes for the 800 last outdoor track season, so um that's one of my biggest goals for the indoor track season is to run sub 2 for the 800 indoor. So, but yeah, my main event will probably be the 32. It's just I don't know. It really balances well with the cross country training that I've already built up. So
Mhm. Sure. And how about some of the ladies on the ladies team there? What can you say about them? I mean, they've been incredible as far as going to the States as well with uh, your two outstanding there, Bella and Marissa.
yeah, so luckily we've been able my the graduating class for the cross country team has just been pretty amazing, and really rewrote a lot for the Northeastern cross country program. And they've been with me, like we've ran together ever since seventh grade. So it's been nice to have other people there that are really looking to just better themselves. And they've uh they've really pushed themselves and grown a lot. And it's fantastic to see. Like, you can't always see that like in your own perspective, but when you get to watch your teammates do that, it's just so rewarding to see all their hard work finally paying off for them.
Sure, sure. Well, and again, just kind of a reminder as far as this recording, we are having a little trouble with some of the visual here. The auditory is coming through pretty well. So I think your message is coming through, loud and clear. Cole, I always like to ask as kind of a role model to some of these younger kids, the middle schools, et cetera, what advice would you give to some of the younger ones coming up?
My main advice is just find something you love and really enjoy it. Like I've played a lot of sports throughout my years. I started playing baseball when I was 4, and I loved that, but I really just fell in love with running, and it was hard to quit, to put baseball on the shelf and move on to running. But it was something that I saw an opportunity in, and I just took it and went with it. And that's one of the biggest things you got to do. If there's a decision that you got to make, you just got to make the right decision of what you feel is best for you. And I feel like as long as you do that and you just go all at it, you'll be fine.
Sure, sure. Well, and you were, as I recall, you were a pretty good wrestler as well. And, it's certainly with the endurance and everything that you had from running and cross country would go well with wrestling. But it's certainly a challenge to try to do, a variety of sports. There's no question about that. And being a runner, you've got the cross country and you've got the track. So that's, you do have an advantage that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And like you were saying, I feel like, go ahead.
no, go ahead, Cole.
Like you were saying, I used to wrestle as well, and I feel like cross country and wrestling really go hand in hand a lot. There's a lot of you learn a lot through wrestling, a lot of stuff about yourself and how to push yourself, and it's the same thing in cross country and running. It's just you, and you're just pushing yourself to be the best that you can, and I feel like that having that mental like strength from wrestling really helps pay off.
Sure, sure. And how about friends and family as far as how supportive have they been for you?
They've been with me every step of the way. Like my parents have been there. They really bought into the program of me running. I remember there's some mornings that they had to get up and take me to practice at 7 a.m. and it was draining for them as well. It's not just draining on the athlete, it's draining on the parents, and they really bought into it and helped just push me to be the best that I can. They're always pushing me to do better, and it's really helpful. And for friends, the whole cross country team, I mean, we're pretty much like a big family.
Mhm.
We push each other and help each other get better, and that's all that you need. So
Yeah, and as far as your family's concerned, I remember running into you and some of the guys down there at Rehoboth because the coaches had taken you guys down there for the, for some training and that kind of thing. So that was pretty cool to see you guys down there over the summer for sure.
that's probably one of the highlights of the season is when the whole team gets to go together down to the beach and just train and have fun right before school starts.
Yeah, no, it's a good change of pace for you. Well, Cole, this has been great. Any last second thoughts, sir, before we kind of wrap
Mhm.
things up?
I don't think so. I want to thank you for having me on here and taking your time for it.
Sure, sure. Well, if you can hang for a minute or two after we conclude here, just catch you for a second. I think you did a phenomenal job. Just make sure you tag and share with as many people as you can across social media. I'll be doing the same thing as well, and we'll get you a number of views. And again, I am partial toward the kids, not only in sports, but sports, band, music, extracurricular activities, just because you guys are going above and beyond for the school. And, it's going to be a big advantage for you, going forward as far as your life and career is concerned as well. So well done. And thank you so much.
Thank you.